What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here from Christian Allaire Yoga. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And welcome to my home. I'm coming to you from Huntington Beach, California, where I'm a Power Vinyasa teacher locally here in California. We're going to get after today. We're going to do about a 60-minute practice today of Power Vinyasa, and we're going to begin in Downward Facing Dog. So let's find your feet on the mat, and let's find the hands at the top of the mat, and find a nice inverted shape of the body, where we want to start to bring in the core, so the Uddiyana Bandha pulls into the spine, and then with the fingers nice and wide, sparkle fish fingers nice and wide, feet start to rotate the heels inward a little bit. So let's get a little internal rotation of the hips. So as we say in yoga, we spread the sits bones wide, and then ujjayi, and start to pedal back and forth, taking your dog for a nice walk here. So at any time during the practice, if you need to drop the knees into a child's pose, I encourage you to do that. I also encourage you to work through resistance that you might have, especially mental resistance. And with the breath, we start to create a conversation between the mind and the body. And as the tension is released out of the body by moving the body, the practice becomes more sustainable, not only in the near term, but over a longer period of time. So really nice. I'd like you to come back to a stiller facing dog. And as always, if this warm-up is not to your liking, if you need more time to warm the body up, just hit the pause button on this video and then take as much time as you need to warm up the body here. So we'll work with 3 breaths here before we take ragdoll. So big breath in, and then empty out. Big breath in, ujjayi with drishti, and let that go. And then fill up, breath in, fill up, breath in, fill up, breath in, and then empty that out. Let's walk it forward. At the bottom of the breath, walk it forward, ragdoll, feet to hands, top of the mat. Capture the elbows, drop chin, chest. And then with the toes facing forward, 12 o'clock, root down through the inner arches of the feet. So activation through the toe mounds of the feet and lightness in the toes. It's going to help if you have collapsing arches. When you activate through the balls of the feet, through the 4 corners of the feet without gripping with the toes, and you'll start to really strengthen the arches, prevent collapsing of them. Okay, let's lace up the hands behind the back, palm to palm grip, increase the core pull and take a halfway lift, and try to bring the shoulders above the hips, just slightly, so you activate through the low back, and pull the hands away from your sacrum, keep pulling the palms together, and then bow in, fold. Take the hands away from the low back, keep the palms really gripping so you rinse out the shoulders, chin to the chest. And beautiful, set the hands down to the floor. Bring a little bit of bounce in the knees, softening in the knees, and then with the knees nice and soft, we come up mountain pose. Rolling up, sky with the hands, sky with the hands. Breath in, bow forward, breathe out. Hands to the shins, half up. Bow in. Step back, plank pose, fingers nice and wide. Let's set the left knee down, modified side plank, take the right arm up. With the left eyeball, get your right thumb, and keep the right foot on the floor. Outer edge of the right foot seals down. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale the right hand down to the floor. Okay, we're gonna top of a plank, left foot sets back, top of a plank, push the floor away, protraction of shoulders, and then other side. Right knee sets down, take the left arm up, keep the left foot on the floor. Right eyeball spins to the left, thumb. Beautiful, release. You're gonna come back to a top of a plank, take a full breath in, lower down to the mat. Okay, when you get to the floor, untuck the toes, cobra pose. Lifting up, Bhujangasana. Chin to the floor, breathe out. Split the knees, child's pose. Soften the forehead down, let the forearms drop. Be free and easy with the breath. If you have an intention, if you have a habit or cultivated the ability to set intentions and stick with them, do that now. And as always, it's a practice. And make your way to tabletop pose. Stack the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Okay, it's all working. So from here, we want to take the left hand off the mat, reach it up, and then look at the left thumb as it comes up, and we're going to thread the needle. So sweep the left hand underneath the right shoulder. We want to drop the left shoulder down. Okay, extend the right arm towards the upper right hand corner of the floor, and then look underneath the right armpit. Extend the right foot towards the back of the mat. You want to keep the right toe on the floor, peel open just a little more. Okay, we reverse engineer. Right hand underneath the shoulder, right knee comes in, take the left arm up, look at the left thumb lift. Exhale the left hand back down, tabletop pose. Right arm sweeps, breathe it in. Look at the thumb as it lifts. Thread the needle. Set the right shoulder down. Extend the left arm up to the upper left edge. We pause here as you look underneath the left armpit. And send the left foot back. I'm going to keep the toes on the floor. I know I give you about half of you out there are going to want to lift up the toes. And then you're going to go to tumble tuck. Okay, let's reverse it. Left knee comes down, left hand comes underneath the shoulder. Right arm up, breathe in. Exhale, right hand back down to the floor. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, tuck the toes, down dog, hips up sky, pedal it out. Beautiful work. Let's walk to the top of the mat, bring your feet to touch, toes and heels to touch, halfway lift. Breath in, yogi bow, chin chest, upward salute to mountain pose, take the arms up, breathe in. Bow forward, breathe out. At the bottom here, you're going to send the left foot to the back of the mat. Set the left knee down, take the arms up. Arms are lifting up. Okay, you're going to take one more big breath in, then we're going to twist to the right side, and then we're going to twist a little more with the left hand to the right knee. Reach back, looking over the right thumb. Okay, let's take the hands back to the sky. You're going to lift your arms up, breathe in. Hands to the floor, let's straighten the right leg. Shift it back. Okay, let's bend back into the knee, curl the left toes for runner's lunge, send the right arm up. Easy twist, breathe in. Exhale, sets the right hand down. We're going to inhale, left foot to meet the right, top of the mat, halfway lift, Ardha. Yogi bow, yogi rise, mountain. Yogi bow. And we send the right leg back, knee plants to the floor, left arm up, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, twist it open to the left. Open twist, and then right hand to the left knee, twist it open a little more. Inhale, sends the arms back up to the sky. And hands to the floor, straighten the left leg. Shift back into the left knee, curl the toes, easy twist, send the left arm up. Let's get the right knee to lift up off the mat, breathe in. Exhale, left hand to the floor, let's step it up, top of the mat, halfway lift. Empty out and bow. Upward salute. Breathe in. Bow in. Standing forward fold. Halfway lift. Step it back. High plank. Lower down to the floor. Cobra pose. Lift. Chin to the mat. Fold. Child's pose. Split the knees. Downward facing dog, we tuck the toes, hips up. 3 breaths. Okay, let's rise to the toes, breathe in, bend the knees, look between the thumbs, step or float, top of the mat. Long spine to the left. Bow forward, rise to mountain, breathe in, bow forward, breathe out, chair pose, sit the tailbone down, reach the arms up. Little separation between the heels, sit the butt back, shift the shins back, lift your chin a little bit, breathe in, and fold forward. Lift the hips. Halfway lift to breath in. Step it, jump it, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And downward dog. Let's take the right leg to the sky. Open up the hip. Make some circles with the right knee. Opening up on that right hip side. Okay, let's re-extend the right leg back to the sky. Step the right foot to the outside of the right wrist. Lizard lunge. Okay, we're going to start first by dropping the left knee down. You're going to come on the outer edge of your left foot. Right toes are facing to the right. So all 10 toes facing to the right side of the room. Send your right arm up. Send your right arm over your ear, and as you do, lift the hips. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot, and on the exhale, you sit the left hip down, reach towards the back foot. Inhale, hips lift up. Right arm goes over your ear, and we set the hip back down. We got one more of those. Lift it up. Set the hand down to the floor, runner's lunge. Lift toes, pivot up. Yogi squat. We come to the outside of the left foot with the left hand, or its opposite. Palms to touch, elbows press, knees apart. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Fold forward, begin to straighten the legs. Toes to the 12 o'clock, toes heel the feet together. Rise to mountain. In breath. Yogi bow. Out breath. Fingers to toes, half lift. Step or jump it. Inhale, upward dog. Coming back to downward facing dog. Breathe out. Send the left leg up to the sky. Breathe in, open the hip. And then we'll make some circles with the left knee. Work it around in 3 circles, just continuing to move energy here. 3-legged dog, send the left leg back, step left foot to the top of the mat on the outside of the left wrist, knee down. So now we come to the outer edge of the right foot. Left toes face to the left, so here we are. 10 toes facing to the left, right hand is underneath the shoulder, send the left arm up. Lift the right hip up off the floor, send your left arm over your ear, and then dip the right hip down and reach the left hand towards your back foot. Inhale, send it back up and over. Exhale, right hip dips down. Last one, we lift up, and as we do, we set the left hand down, right toes come to the up position here, right heel up. Then we come to yogi squat. Right foot to the outside of the hand. We come into that squat, deep into the yogi squat. Elbows, press the knees away. Take a breath in, breath out. Hands to the floor, lift the hips, standing forward fold, toe heel the feet together. Rise to mountain, sweep it up. Bow in. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Come to down dog, breathe it out. Send the right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Send the right leg up to the sky, breathe in. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Runner's lunge. Okay, from here, I want you to come to standing splits. Left leg comes to the sky. Very slowly, you're going to bring your left foot to the outside of the right foot, but where your baby toes are touching. So it's like an IT band stretch. So 2 baby toes are touching. Left foot is behind the right. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. Yogi bow. Mountain pose, rise. Steeple grip, pistol grip, whatever kind of grip you can get at the top. Take a breath in, reach up tall, bend to the right side. Coming back to the center, reach up, breathe in, bow forward, standing splits, left leg to the sky, lift it up, step the left foot back, low plank, right foot, send it back, low plank, upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Send the left leg up. Breathe in. Knee to the chest. Suck it deep. Round the spine. Chin, chest. Kick it back. Sky. And here we are. Left foot comes forward. Pausing here for a second. Lifting the chin slightly. We take the old standing splits. Right leg sky. Drop the head low. And let the right foot come to the outside of the left. Baby toes touch. Halfway lift, in breath. Bow in. Mountain rise. Top of the mountain, steeple grip. Breathe in. Side bend, left side. Inhale back to the top, breathe in. Yogi bow. Vertical splits, right leg extends up. Step right foot back, low plank, left foot send it back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Rise to the toes, bend the knees, step, float or fly. Halfway up arm. Yogi bow. Rise up. Bow in. Chair pose, sit into those hips, nice and deep. Sit your hips down, reach your arms up. Yogi bow. Left leg to the sky, vertical splits. Left foot next to your right foot, baby toes touch. Halfway up. Bow in. Rise up, steeple grip. Side bend to the right. Inhale to the center. Yogi bow. Vertical splits, left leg lifts. Step back, high lunge. Left foot plants, arms extend up. Beautiful work. Now on your next inhale, straighten your right leg. Bring the hands behind you and fold over your right leg. Inhale, back to high lunge. Send the arms up. Yogi bow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Empty out, down dog. Come to the toes, rise. Bend the knees, float it up. Lift it up halfway. Yogi bow. Rise up, salute. Yogi bow. Chair pose, sit it down, reach it up. Yogi bow. Okay, vertical splits. You're gonna take your right leg off the floor, lift up. Right foot sets down, next to the left, two baby toes to touch. Rise up, mountain, up you go, steeple grip. Take an inhale, bow left. Inhale back to center. Yogi bow. Now vertical splits, right leg kicks up, head drops low, step it back, high lunge to crescent lunge, raise the arms. Inhale, straightens the left leg, hands come behind you as you fold over your left leg. Drop it down. Inhale, back it up. Crescent pose, dip into the left knee, breathe in. Chaturanga, float it down. Inhale, upward dog, breath in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to the toes. Bend the knees, float it up. Halfway up. Yogi bow. Chair pose. Yogi bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, float. Inhale up. Down dog. 3 breaths. Hips to the sky, big breath in. Hips to the sky, big breath in. Hips to the sky, big breath in. Breathe out. Send the right leg up. Gonna open up the right hip. Slow as you can, bring the right knee to the right upper tricep. Tap the tricep, send it back and up. Open the hip, fan it open. Now, right knee to the top of the left tricep as you move to the twist. Take it back. Step it to warrior one. You want to spin your left heel nice and flat. Keep the right knee bent. Send the arms up. Square it off, reach. Now, extend the hands behind you. On the inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg. Go backwards. And we move into humble warrior. And as you humble your warrior, you dip into the right knee. Bring the right shoulder to the inside of the knee. Send the arms away from the low back. Keep rinsing out the shoulders by pulling the palms together. Pull the pit of the belly in. So you're rounding the spine. Hollow out. Inhale, send the arms up to warrior one. And let's take it to two. Open it up to your two position. Inhale to reverse. Straighten your right leg to reverse the triangle. Chaturanga, low plank. Exhale the hands down, float it back. Send it up, dog cobra. Down dog, lift it up. Send the left leg up, open the hip. Open that hip nice and wide, head low, square the shoulders. Left thigh to the left tri, coming forward to the top of the plank. Tap it, send it back, open the hip. Left thigh to the upper right tri, twist. Send it back. Warrior one. Right heel flat, root down, rise up. Okay, let's send the hands behind you, palm to palm grip. Now as you lean it into a back bend, you straighten out through your left leg. Go up and go back. And then slowly come into the humble position, humble warrior. Send the hands away from the low back, dip the chin down. Left shoulder sneaks to the inside of the left knee. Rinse out the shoulders, square it up. Root to rise, warrior one. Send the arms up, and then move to the second warrior. Arms extend. Left palm flips, reverse. Straighten the leg. Chaturanga, hands to the floor. Send the left foot back, low plank. Inhale, up. Down dog, send it back. Nicely done. Breathe up onto the toe mounds. Bend the knees, hop it forward. Halfway up. Bow in. Chair pose, sit down. Chair twist, right side. Palms touch, thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Twist it open to the right. Squeeze in center line. Chair pose center. Send the arms up. Fold in. Split the feet. Peace sign fingers capture your toes. Halfway lift. Yogi bow. Let's draw the elbows to each side, shoulders towards the tailbone. Keep pressing down to the inner arches of the feet. Release fingers from toes. Bring your feet together. Utkatasana chair. Sit down. Take the arms up. Breathe the hands to the heart center. Turn to the left. Turn the chin. Thumbs to heart. Stack the elbows. Palms press. Palms press. Fold forward. Split the feet. Let's step the hands underneath the feet. And on this one, once you step onto the palms of the hands, I want you to really concentrate on dropping the chin down, but then lifting up through the heels. You want to bring your heels off the floor. It's going to work into your courage dog.
Until my lungs give out.
release from the pose, move into crow pose. Fingers wide, knees to try, lift up. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Send it back, low plank. Upward dog or cobra. Down dog. Empty out. Okay, let's bring your hands and feet a little closer, not much, maybe just an inch or two for twisted dog. Send the left hand across the floor to the outside of the right ankle. Push the floor away with your right hand, turn open to the right. Change, set the right hand down, precise as you can. Send the right arm across the floor to the outer side of the left ankle or shin, or whatever you can grab on a hold of. Keep the hips as square as you can towards the back of the room, or the mat, or wherever you may be. Okay, let's come out, and you're back into dog pose. Okay, on your next inhale, I want you to rise to the toes, and we're gonna float our feet to the outsides of the hands to yogi squat. So you bend deeply, and then we float it forward, sit down, yogi squat. Press the knees away. Thumbs to heart, heart to thumbs. Hands to the floor, send the hips up. Forward fold, toe heel the feet together. Upward salute, mountain pose. Breathe in. Forward fold, empty out. Halfway lift, send the left foot back. Send your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Three-legged dog. From three-legged dog, open up the hip, fan the toes nice and wide. Let's flip the dog. Send the right foot over, press the hips up. Taking it to fallen star, right hand down. You're gonna send the right foot across the floor. You can modify by bringing the left knee down if that's what you need to do. Fallen star. You could do it standard fallen star. Open up the hip here, and let's send it back to three-legged dog. Right leg comes to the sky. We come to high lunge. Right foot comes forward. And now your left heel should be facing up towards the sky. And we're gonna take the arms out to a T position here. And we're gonna sweep the left arm underneath the right, setting up for a back bend. So with the arms in the eagle wrap position, inhale the elbows up towards the sky. Back bend, keep coming up and out of the low back. Send the elbows away from the sternum, drop the head back. You slowly start to lean forward. I want you to shift the weight into the right leg for bounded airplane. Lift the left foot off the floor. Send the elbows forward, think upward dog in the chest. Let's bring a little bit of a knee bend on the right side, move to eagle pose. Left leg comes across center line. You wrap it around, squeeze in, eagle pose. Okay, let's bring our hands to our hips and airplane pose with the hands on the hips. So straighten your right leg out, send the left foot back. And from here, half moon. Right hand to the floor, about 45 degrees off the baby toe. Left arm extends up. Press through your left heel. Left toes point to the left, so externally rotate here. 3, 2. Standing splits, kick the left leg up. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Low plank, right foot, send it back. Low plank. Upward dog, cobra pose, upward dog or cobra. Down dog, send the left leg up. Open the left hip nice and wide. Flip it over. Hips extend. Chest lifts up. Open the heart. Okay, fallen star. We bring the left hand down. We send the left foot across. Remember, you can always bring your right knee down for the modification. Open up the heart. Three-legged dog. Send the left leg up and back. Step through high lunge. Root to your feet. Take the arms first up to the sky. Bring the arms out to a T. Eagle the right arm underneath the left. Setting up for the back bend. Inhale. Arms up. Lean back. Drop the head back. Slowly we lean forward, bringing the weight over the left leg. Bounded airplane. If you can keep your arms bound, do so. And then we come into eagle pose. We want to take the right leg across midline. We wrap it up. Okay, we're going to bring our hands to our hips now. We're going to slowly unwind, standing up. And we take airplane pose, sending the right leg back. Hands are on the hips. Airplane pose. And we start to soften into the left knee. Half moon. Set the left hand down. Send the right arm up. Vertical split, set the right hand down, kick your right leg up, drop the head low, runner's lunge, step it back, low plank, float the left foot back. Inhale, upward dog, down dog, hips to the sky. Beautiful work. Let's take the right leg off the floor, lift, open the hip, fan the toes, right knee to right shoulder, pause here, or arm balance. You want to take the arm balance, you create chaturanga arms. Try to level off the chest. Three-legged dog, right leg sky. Warrior one, step. Spin the left heel flat. Take the arms up. Breathe in. Hands behind the back. Interlace. Inhale, back bend, straighten your right leg. Humble warrior, dip into the right leg. Right shoulder to the inside of the knee. Inhale, a warrior two. Up and around. Straighten the right leg. Triangle. Right hand comes across. Send the left arm up. Okay, let's root down and rise up. Right toes pivot, hands to the hips. Send it back, back bend, toes in, heels out. Fold in. Drop down, hands underneath the shoulders. Halfway lift, take it up. And bow. Let's walk your hands out in front of you and your body is parallel to the floor. Okay, your nose is generally over the floor in between your two hands. Take the left hand, move it to the center of the mat, underneath your left nose, your right nose, and take the right arm up, twist. So the body should be parallel. You want to be pressing through the butt, but extending to the crown. I'm up on my left fingers because that's what I like to do. Change, set the the right hand underneath your face, and now take the left arm up. Keep the core engaged. Keep the core super and uber engaged. Turn the head. Keep body firm into the core, fold in. Drop the head low. From here, bring your hands to your hips. Let's rise and shine. Awesome work. Pivot the right toes to face the front of the mat. Step forward, left foot meets the right. Send the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Bow forward, breathing out. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga, float. Send it up, dog, cobra. Down dog, breathe out. 3 breaths here. Let's gather. Inhale. Empty out. Inhale. Empty. 3rd round. In. Let it go. Send the left leg up. Let's open the hip for a second here or 2. Left knee to left shoulder. Move into the arm balance or stay here, or a hurdler pose is just fine as well. 3, 2, 3-legged dog. Send the left leg up. Warrior 1, right heel nice and flat. We root to the floor. And we send the arms up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Hands behind you. Breathe out. Inhale, back bend, straightening the left leg. Humble warrior, dipping into the left knee. Chin to the chest. Round it in. Root to rise, warrior 2, up and around. Straighten the left leg, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Root down to the left big toe mound, let's come all the way up. We move into goddess pose. Heels come towards one another, toes come apart. First, place your hands on the insides of your knees. Take a breath in, lift the sternum, and on the exhale, left shoulder dips, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, one around the spine. Dip the right shoulder, look to the left. Come back to the center. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the hips. Rise all the way up. Pivot the left toes. Step to the top of the mat. Right foot meets the left. Send the arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Yogi bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Low plank. Inhale, send the hips to the down dog. Breathe out. Exhale. Nicely done. Send the right leg to the sky. Right foot to the outside of the right wrist. Pivot your toes to face to the right side like we did before. Send the right arm up. Send the right arm over your ear. And dip it down. 1. Send it up. Dip the left hip down. Reach to the back of the room. 2. Hips up. Right arm over your ear. You're going to dip it down one more time. Then lift back up. Step back, plank pose. Low plank pose. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, empty out. Send the left leg up. Left foot to the outside of the left wrist. Pause. Pivot the toes. They face now to the left side. Send the left arm up. Send it over your ear. And dip. And lift. Dip. And lift. One more dip. One more lift. Plank pose. Send the left foot back. Low plank pose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe out. High plank. Set the forearms down. Forearm plank. Let's get the core to really contract. I like to try to protract the shoulders here. Walk it in dolphin pose. toes towards the elbows. Feet should be touching, pulling through the core. Keep rooting down through the elbows, fingers to the mat. Now really start to activate through the forearms. That's going to pull the pit of the belly in a little more. Serratus anterior engages. Okay, straighten your arms. Walk your hands to your feet. Sit your butt down onto the floor. Boat pose. Send the feet up. Send the arms up. Hands behind, so the fingers are on the floor and they're facing your butt. Come into low. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set the heels down. Forward fold. Send the arms up and drop in. Walk the hands maybe to the peace sign, fingers to the toes, or hands to the outsides of the feet. Let's take a halfway lift. Inhale. Fold in. Okay, release. Reverse tabletop. Bend your knees. Set the soles of the feet. Hands behind. Send the hips up. Drop the head back. Keep pushing the floor away with your feet. Keep pushing the floor away with your hands. Beautiful work. Let's bring the hips back down to the floor. Make your way onto your back. Bridge pose. Bridge pose. Fingers to heels. Press the hips up. Walk the hands underneath. Interlace fingers, palms touch. And then root down through the triceps. Press up through the hips. You'll notice I have my arms slightly bent and I'm rooting down through the triceps versus straightening the arms and locking them out. Trying to keep that little bit of knee, elbow bend here. Okay, let's bring it into full wheel. Set the hands alongside the ears, straighten the arms, full wheel. Press up. Release. When you get down onto the floor, bone by bone, back flattens out onto the floor, bring the knees into the chest. Hug it in. Beautiful work. We're going to rock up. We're going to move into Supta Baddha Konasana, or Baddha Konasana. So we come up, and then the soles of the feet come together. Okay, from here, try to pry open the arches. Take a breath in. And then lean into it as you press the elbows into the inner thighs. Keep lifting up through the chin. Okay, let's release out of that. I'd like you to send your left foot forward. And with your peace sign fingers, grab a hold of your right toe, right peace sign fingers to your big toe. And then you take your left hand to your left thigh. You're going to pull your knee back. You're going to pull it behind your right armpit so you can extend. Now some people can actually grab onto their left toes and their right toes. So where you have peace sign fingers of both. I can't quite do that. So one hand is on the knee or the thigh, but I'm really working to pull the right knee back. Keeping the chest square, pulling it back. Awesome. Now we're going to set the right foot to the inner left thigh. We're going to send the arms up. And we take a fold, Janu Shirshasana. Notice we're folding over the left leg here. And we're going to release. It's time to send the right leg out. And we take peace sign fingers to the left big toe, right hand to the right thigh or knee, and then you pull the knee back. Remember, some people can grab. See, on this side, I can get it a little better. It's a little awkward here. It's a little better, but a little awkward. Still, I like to have a hand on the right thigh, and then just drawing the knee back. Keep squaring up through the chest. So we're lifting up through the chin, trying to keep both butt cheeks firmly rooted into the floor through the earth element here, and pulling it back. Okay, now from here, the left sole goes to the inner right, and we're setting up for your single-legged forward fold. Send the arms up, and then take it over the right leg, fold. Okay, we're gonna release. We're gonna make our way onto our back, moving into shoulder stand. I'm gonna send the feet above the head. Send the feet above the head, walking the hands up the low back. Integrate shoulders. So keep walking the elbows together. I cross ankles, use this as an anchor point to lift the feet up towards the sky. And then you root down through the shoulders and the backs of the thighs, hence the term shoulder stand. And let's move to plow pose. Let's let the feet come behind you. When the toes touch the floor, try to keep the legs straight. And then walk the hands behind you and walk the palms in towards one another. And if you have a deeper expression, deaf man's bend the knees. Do that now. Okay, we're coming out now, and we move into happy baby. Just roll out piece by piece. When the sacrum hits the mat, take your hands to the outsides of the feet, back of the head to the floor, draw in, draw down. Okay, if we're going to release here, I'd like you to eagle your left leg over the right, and then you take your hands to the outsides of your feet. So hands are first coming across the arch, and then you slowly bring the back of the head to the floor, and then you start to pull very gently the feet to either side, and you're going to feel it in your hips. You're gonna feel it in your glutes, you're gonna feel it in your butt cheek. For some, this just might not be accessible, and I would almost include myself in that, but just get a feel for it. If you bring your feet up and then in, you're gonna notice. So you play with the positioning and the tension that you're bringing to the pose. Okay, one side will be vastly different than the other, so we're going to release. And now we're going to take the right leg over the left, so it's an eagle type wrapping of the legs. And then once again, we take the outer edges of the feet. And then you play around with it a little bit. And release. Let's bring both knees into your chest, and then take your arms in front of your shins. I want you to see if you can take your hands to your elbows. Grab a hold of your elbows. Once you get the hands to the elbows, then I want you to drop your head down, back of the head on the floor. Press the knees away from you, but keep hugging them into the chest. Tuck the chin. And release. Just make very small circles with your knees. Let some blood get flowing back into the hips. And now send your left leg forward. Hug the right knee in. And when you're ready, take the knee across, supine twist. Right knee is coming across the floor. And release. To the center. Let's send the right leg out in front, hugging the left in. And twist. Bring it across. Open it up. And release. Bring it back to the center. Little circles with the knees. Let's get the spine back neutralized. And let's send the feet forward. Your final rest. Shavasana. Let's send the arms above the head. Consider hooking the thumbs together, stretching in 2 different directions. Let's bring the knees into center line, chest. Roll to the side body. And come into a seated position. And as you come into your seated positioning and finding that comfortable spot, I want to bring this thought of gratitude to mind here. I want that thought of something that you're really, really grateful for, especially in these difficult times. And with your eyes closed, I want you to bow your head just slightly, locking that thought in. And then slowly open up your eyes. Thank you so very much for checking in on the channel today. Once again, my name is Christian Allaire. The higher self in me honors the higher self in you. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.